Are you a tenant or a landlord, or just interested in the new residential tenancy laws that are about to come in? If so, then you'll find this interview fascinating with Trent and Nick. Welcome back to On the Couch with McNeill Real Estate. We've got Nick and Trent here from Wanted Sparky and Barnes Plumbing, and we want to have a little chat about the major changes coming through to the Residential Tenancies Act. Actually starts next month, something like 190 odd changes to it. And so guys, tell me how it's going to affect you. Do you want to go first, Trent?
Yeah, sure. So there's been nearly 200 changes to the 1996 Residential Tenancy Act.
Yeah.
It's referred to as the Residential Tenancy Regulations 2021.
Yeah.
It was supposed to come into effect last July, back in 2020.
COVID put a stop to that.
COVID pushed it right back, which gave us a little bit more time to develop our action plan. Probably the three biggest effects it's going to have on new landlords, existing landlords. It is smoke alarm compliance is now mandatory. Electrical safety testing is now mandatory, and also gas compliance safety.
Okay.
So we're both offering to cover these services for.
So your businesses are working as a team, working together.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we run the same job management platform, and we're trying to offer an all-in-one package together. So it's a joint venture, and the reason we're trying to do that is because this mandatory electrical and gas safety testing we're trying to do on the same day. It's quite an invasive test. We do need to go through the full house.
The guys on the same day to the property and just knock it all over.
Yeah, because we're going to go in every room, every gas appliance, every electrical appliance. It's quite a big test, so that's why we're trying to do it together. Yeah,
and so when you do the tests, how are they recorded?
So with our software that we use, and our software is integrated, everything's captured. Photos are taken of every single appliance, records of the make, model and condition. We need to make sure it's electrically and gas sound. And then from there you'll get PDF reports for the landlords and also the tenants.
So you'll issue a compliance certificate?
You get a certificate.
Yeah, it's a full asset register of everything in the house.
Okay.
And even so, we provide that to the property manager, and they'll provide that to the landlord.
Yeah.
But the tenants also have the access to it if they want. So if they request it, you have to give it to them within 7 days also.
Yeah.
And that's some of these tenants which are going to be on the ball know that the new regulations are here. They want the safer houses. They might be requesting. I want to know that all the appliances and electrical fixtures in the house are working correctly.
All of our tenants and landlords have got their own portal they can log into anyway.
Yep.
So I guess they can access information.
Yeah, and we're going to digitally store all this information on a secure platform for access at any time. Now, some of the biggest notable expenses, I suppose, that they're going to encounter, they've actually got 2 years to get this done. So they're giving us a 2-year window. Basically, so March 29, 2023 is when a lot of this stuff will become mandatory. Stuff like mandatory safety switches on all homes. You do not have a choice, it has to happen. Now, there's a lot of older homes here on the Peninsula where there's no safety switches. So over the years, we have been pushing for those recommendations, but it hasn't been legislation. So landlords can just go, no, don't want to do it. And also, with the energy efficient rating on appliances. If it's below 2 stars now, you've got 2 years to get it above that. So there be some gas heaters that would be...
Yeah, absolutely. I think what it's all about is just making sure that these homeowners or the landlords are actually, the upkeep of the property is safe. So some of these old appliances have been running for 20 years sort of thing, haven't been tested, blowing dust throughout the house. There is the potential of the carbon monoxide poisoning and all that sort of stuff.
And I'm sure over the years some landlords have attempted to do the maintenance themselves, be it electrical, plumbing, whatever. And I am assuming going forwards that they won't be allowed to.
Absolutely not. On these reports you need the technician's license details and number and signature. So you just can't get away with it anymore. There's too much compliance now, and then if you guys get audited, which can randomly happen at any time, they're going to want to see the documentation. And the tenants also have the right to receive the documentation. they'll be looking at it. They can easily check anyone's license number and make sure it's on the public register. If it's not, people are going to start having things to answer for.
Well, personally, I think it's a good thing. It's going to make houses safer. It's going to make some landlords actually pick up their game, or leave the game completely if they don't want to. But I think it's going to be better for everybody at the end of the day.
There is a side to it as well, because some landlords might see it as just another cost of maintaining a property. But when we're out there and we're looking at these appliances and whatnot, we might be able to identify issues, before they happen.
Of course.
It might be a small part of the hot water unit that's failing, that if it was fixed, you get another 5 years out of it.
It might save the money in the long
So
run.
it definitely save a lot of money if we're able to identify these appliances early, because a lot of the time they just need a small part to keep them running.
Of course.
So there is that also.
So with the compliance testing, is that every year, every 2 years, or?
Smoke alarms have to be done every year.
Yeah.
Electrical and gas every 2.
Every 2 years. Okay.
Yeah, biannual, which is pretty good.
Yeah, I know that you're recommending every year.
Yeah, so because we're going in, we have to go in every year to do the smoke alarm. So we're offering, while we're there, we'll do a second electrical inspection.
Yep.
At no extra cost.
Yep.
Just to get well, actually, they're not landlords anymore. We've got to call them residential tenancy providers now. Residential RRP.
Tenants.
Residential
will be known
rental
as
providers.
renters.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of obviously changes there, so we've got to get heads up around that. Just give them a little bit more insight to the property. Because if they have the same tenant in there over multiple years, we can show them year 1, this is the condition of the oven. Year 2, let's have a look at the condition of the oven. Now there's a bit of degradation there, or there's some mistreatment there. We can at least give the landlords that insight, give them a little bit of value from these reports.
Well, when we take on a new property, we take a million for
Absolutely. Yeah.
Just to cover yourself. And is there anything else, other changes to the Act that are going to make a major difference to your businesses?
Not so much for us.
I can see that you're probably going to grow.
Listen, so we've done obviously a good business model for this. We've been working on it for 10 months. Every 2,000 properties we onboard, it's going to create 7 new jobs in our business. So that's 7 new local jobs, and that's something that I'm really proud of achieving.
Yes. And it's 7 qualified people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
7 qualified people, and it just creates more jobs down here, and it gives us the ability to, one of our company sort of niches is that we love to enrich the community with local talent. So that definitely will be doing that.
Good. So you both employ local people, basically?
Yeah, we've both got similar sized crews of the sort of 10 plus, and one of the things we probably haven't touched on, we're not just a testing business. Some of our competitors are just going out there doing these tests. Tick, fail.
I know the sort of thing, yes.
We've got the backup. If we have to fail the appliance because it legitimately is unsafe, we'll be providing quotes within 24 hours and be able to fix it.
Replace or fix.
Yeah, either replace, repair, or potentially sometimes they'll even terminate an appliance that's no longer needed. Within that sort of 48-hour time frame.
Yeah.
So we can act quite quickly, get it over and done with, because nothing worse than if we have to, if a tester or someone has to cap off a gas appliance, client's now got no heating.
No.
They're going to want that pretty quick. They're going to be straight onto the property manager, what's going on, and we're going to be straight back to the property manager. Well, here's your options. The landlord will then have the option to either go with us or get their own plumber in, which we've got no problems with. We're just offering that service, so just speed, get it tested, fixed as soon as we can.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, thanks to both of you. I've learned a little bit more of the proposed changes to the Residential Tenancy Act, which come out on the 1st of April.
Yeah, 29th of March.
Yes, not too far away. Thank you. That concludes another session of On the Couch. Please subscribe.